all opinions are my own and not of my employer.
Let's
Good
just
sub, bro.
your camera a little bit messed up, but I did the best I could.
Whoa, wait, what the heck?
What?
Fucking Dylan Tonn,
What?
suck my dick, bitch.
What?
I just
Camping
nothing,
pussy.
man, nothing.
What?
You got a
That's
good looking
pretty good.
room, man.
Thank you. Decorated myself.
It's
Fucking
yeah,
Dylan
you're looking
Tonn,
like
suck
you're
my dick, bitch.
you're killing it,
Fucking
man.
camping
Where
pussy.
where you living these days? Holy shit.
I know.
Are you under my desk?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a cool deep fake.
I should really mute alerts for this. Alert box, put that to 0. Thank you everybody who gifted a sub and followed. Appreciate it. Thank you, Raglan, for all the gifted subs. Welcome
You guys are fucking
everyone.
killing it.
Welcome everyone to the Pogcast, episode 3 with the guest. It's me, Thod.
Yeah, no.
Appreciate you all for showing up and watching. I need to send out the tweet. Crap, that's what I forgot.
Yeah, I'm putting a Discord notification up too.
Okay, Zack, you can start with the questions while I set this up.
Grill me, bro.
I just came back from like a blizzard, so I wasn't set up properly.
Can we get a baseline or like just a base idea of, I guess, how you got yourself involved within is it comp sci or is it just more game development?
Yeah, sure. Computer science more specifically, I guess is like what I studied. I just went to a school that had a specification in like video games and shit. Should I introduce myself? I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Go ahead,
it's-
introduce yourself.
What up? My name's Dylan. I started streaming like 9 months ago or something. I met Dylan through chance, pretty much. Just a random raid that I happened to throw your way. I've studied computer science and more specifically game development, not necessarily game design, in college, and I work at a AAA studio now as a developer on their engine. I work on the engine team essentially. Unfortunately, I will not say where I work or where I went to school just for doxing reasons.
I think that's fair.
I understand that that's that's kind of just me saying like, hey, believe that I did this and that I do this, but I mean, like, I've told Dylan, I believe Dylan told you. So
Well, I
if
didn't
you
tell
guys
him where
believe
you
me-
work. I didn't tell him where you work, but I just told him that
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
that you
If
work
there's
for.
anything I
for-
say and you don't feel comfortable asking, you can cut me off. That's fine.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll absolutely
Okay, have
you
to
know.
mute Chef Zack now. Muted him. Have to cut him off here.
cut him off. Get him off.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we can probably get into our first question, which is
Should I
Okay.
finish Zach's question first?
what was his question?
It was pretty much how I. Can you remind me, Zach? Was it specifically like how I got into like game development or like what I studied?
Yeah, it was like a bundle of questions. It was all in one. But yeah, like, how did you get involved in the industry?
Oh yeah, for sure. I guess that kind of started in high school. Obviously before that I was playing a shit ton of video games because I was a kid and that was my escape from everyday life, obviously. Like most people. And I didn't know what I wanted to fucking do with my life, but I figured that it would be in the realm of video games at the very least. So I kind of offhand took like an HTML class in high school. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. I can dig this. So then I took like as a follow-up, I took like a intro to Java class in high school. And then I was like, yeah, okay, I could totally do this. So then I took like a summer camp program at the college that I was eventually going to get accepted at. And that kind of just reconfirmed the idea that like, yeah, I want to do video games. Like I want to program and make video games. Like I don't necessarily want to do art or sound design, both of which are really fucking cool. I'm just a talentless hack. So I decided that the best thing for me to do would be to do math and computer science, which was also something that I'm terrible at. I'm much better at math now, I'd like to think. I don't know. I'm still not good at math. You asked me to do fucking like 7 plus 8 in my head, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Okay, what's
It's
7
not
plus 8?
necessarily true, but
What's 7 plus 8?
15.
Good job.
Okay.
Does that
Don't
answer
ask
your
me
question, Zach?
anymore.
Does that answer your question, Zach?
Yeah, I think that's a perfectly fine answer.
Okay.
Awesome.
You said
Cool.
you said you used Java. Was that the only, or and HTML? Java and HTML. Are those the only languages you know, or?
No. So I know. I'm gonna pull out the resume because I can't remember off the top of my head. I know. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember everything off the top of my head. There's gonna be ones that I miss. I know HLSL, GLSL, which are both shader programming languages. I know C, C++. I know Java, as I said before, C Sharp.
Hey, baby. Fucking Dylan
What?
Tonn.
I thought I
I'm
muted
sure there's
that.
shit that I'm missing.
Hold on.
Pussy.
Gigi, thank you for the subs. I thought, how do I mute this?
Holy shit, GG the killer, killing
Hey,
it.
baby.
Gigi
Fucking
tweeted
Dylan
the other
Tonn,
day,
suck my dick,
I got a new
bitch.
dick for
Fucking
Christmas, and
camping
it
pussy.
fucking killed me. Just all okay. I got a new dick
Where-
for
Hey,
Christmas,
baby.
and I
Fucking
actually
Dylan
lost my
Tonn, suck
mind.
my dick,
What a
bitch.
guy.
Fucking camping
How do
pussy.
I-
So yeah, I think those are all of the languages that I know off the top of my head. I think that as
Hey,
like
baby.
a pseudo
Fucking
rule of
Dylan Tonn,
thumb,
suck
if
my
you
dick,
know C
bitch.
and C++
Fucking
well
camping
enough,
pussy.
it's like really easy to learn other object-oriented languages.
I don't.
Um,
I don't know if
Hey,
they
baby.
can understand what you're
Fucking
saying
Dylan
over
Tonn,
the
suck my
train
dick,
wrecks
bitch.
telling me
Fucking
to
camping
suck his
pussy.
dick
oh yeah,
over and over again.
yeah.
I
I
don't know.
got you. I got
I
you.
don't know if they can hear you
I'll
over
wait
that.
a moment.
I don't know how to turn it off.
I'll wait a moment.
Okay, I think it's stopped. I think it's done. Continue.
Okay, so I think what I just said was that I know a bunch of languages, but in reality, you can just learn new object-oriented languages if you know C or C++ well enough, because nearly everything at like a certain level is kind of derivative from C and C++, or at least how they operate.
So it's like going from OOT to Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty good video game representation. Yeah.
Does that answer? Okay, I'll move on to my question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What is the hardest part, do you think, of like what you do as a job? Like, what's the hardest thing?
I guess every day I have to problem solve. Just kind of as a result of programming, right? Like programming questions, programming problems, interview questions, whatever. They're always like, solve this puzzle, like figure out a way to do this. And like once you learn enough in programming, there's like 1,000,001 ways to complete anything, right? I guess that's like the hardest part. That's like kind of the draw. There's obviously different difficulties, I suppose. Sometimes you get like really high level, like, okay, how does this system work? Like I need to integrate this API or some shit, So I would say that that's probably like where the difficulty lies. There's obviously other things like interpersonal work, communicate, like team composition and shit, right? Like, do I vibe with my team? Like, is my manager giving me what I need to be able to like perform, to do my job and shit, stuff like that. I suppose there's an interesting caveat, since it's like game development. Games have a whole lot of fucking teams working on a whole lot of different things, which all kind of boil down to just like really small menial tasks, which eventually travel back up the tree to complete something huge and really cool. I think a hard part for me is just kind of drudging through tiny tasks, feeling like I'm not doing anything significant, and then we finish a milestone, and then I see like, oh, here's the shit that I did, like working with other people's components, and like it's it's working and it's doing a thing. Like that's pretty neat.
So it must be like a really satisfying job when everything just comes together. When you
Yeah, for sure. For anybody who's like a programmer out there, anybody who's like familiar with programming in itself, there's, at least for me, whenever you solve like a problem, you solve a puzzle, like you solve like a programming question or something, like I would get a rush. I'd be like, that's sick, that's cool, like it's working, it's doing the thing that I told it to do. And then after a while, that kind of blows over once you can do that pretty easily. With games, it's weird. You kind of don't get that a lot, but when you do, it just kind of like blows up. If that makes sense, because you're putting all of these parts together to make something crazy.
I feel like that's really hard to get like a sense of accomplishment like at the beginning because you haven't finished it yet and you're just kind of focused on the end goal. But until you get there, it's like, oh wow, we did do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is an extremely true statement, and like just in relevance to that, and that like brings up a very interesting topic of like burnout. At least I have at least. I'm sure that it's a little more prevalent in the industry than I think it is, because I haven't really done a whole lot of like research about it, but burnout is crazy with like programming, and people who do art experience burnout a lot more. I think people who do music experience burnout a lot if they're like trying to mix every day. Me particularly, I've experienced burnout mostly in college, and it makes it hard to want to continue to work on like whatever you're working on. I haven't necessarily experienced it yet working professionally, but when I was in college, I made 4 or 5 like custom engine projects, all of which taking like 2 or 3 semesters. And yeah, dude, burnout was a big deal. I think that that kind of just falls back into like it gets harder and harder to you kind of like chasing a high, I guess, which is a really terrible way to put it, but you're kind of chasing that high of like getting to that end goal and trying to feel that
the rush.
That rush, yeah.
Okay, I figured out how to mute alerts finally. It's the little volume button above the alert box.
Nice.
So we don't need to worry about that anymore.
Sounds intuitive.
So, would you say getting into game development is like hard? Like, how hard is it to get into game development?
Anybody can be a game dev. Legitimately. Like everything that I learned is on the internet somewhere. You just have to know what to look for, and knowing what to look for is the like actually the hard part. Like when people say they want to be game devs or they want to be game programmers, like they don't realize that they need like a pretty high level understanding of C and C++, like memory management, like runtime efficiency, linear algebra. Like you need a whole lot of shit in order to like actually be able to make games. And even then, if you cracked open Unity, you still need like a general understanding of what linear algebra is, so that you can like make things move.
I think you'd also need like a large level of patience, just because you may not get it on the first time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, true. Like iteration is a word that I had not heard as much as I did until I entered a school where we had game designers, whenever people make a new iteration of a game, they're fucking they're iterating on something that they've already done. They're making mild tweaks. They're making huge improvements. Like any iteration could include like anything from like, oh, I changed the speed of this thing so that we hopefully do X, Y, and Z, to like, oh, I added a whole new feature. It is you know what, I forgot what the root of the question was. What was the question again? Can you remind me?
I'm pretty sure
It's good content.
Cool.
Okay, next question. What's 7 times 5?
45. 40? Wait,
I think it's 10 less.
is it 35?
Yeah. It's 35.
I told you guys not to ask me mental math questions, dude. You want to know what I used to do? You want to know what I used to do? Every math class, this piece of shit was my friend. You want to know what this is? This is the TIN Spire. This shit got me through college. Okay, you know what you can do?
He
You
plays
can.
Doom on it.
Yeah, you
Among other things, you can do. Oh, it's dead. All right. Well, you can do linear algebra on this thing. You can do matrix math. You can do any fucking piece of shit you want. You can do calculus on this shit. You can do integrals. You can even write notes on it. I never did that.
Can you type out the number 8008 on it?
I don't think so. I think they might have removed that functionality.
That sucks.
It's a downgrade.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It can play Doom though. That's actually a thing.
Have you tried
The
to
TIN
speedrun Doom
Spire
on it?
with cast can play Doom. I've not tried to speedrun Doom. No, I should.
Okay, let's see. Zach, do you want next question or should I ask it?
Let's see. I think my questions are designed for later stuff. So if you
Okay,
have any
later
ideas,
stuff.
Just...
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. This is question kind of has like a little of a little hint of what's to come later. But do you think do you think game devs should patch out bugs that make it easier to speedrun, but most people won't ever find the bug, basically, unless you're trying to speedrun the game? Do you think they should patch out those? Well, I mean, like, I know you probably are going to say no, but like, let's say it could be game breaking in a way where if like a couple people might run into it, do you think it should be patched out entirely, or what do you think?
Zach, I think you had a thing you wanted to add. Am I wrong?
No, I was gonna answer the question because I thought it was for me.
Oh, you know what, Zach? I'd actually like to hear your opinion on this before I give
Zach,
my opinion.
Go ahead.
I think Hat in Time did something like this where they just patched out like speedrunning tricks and then they like ruined that community. So now they have
Gotcha.
what is it? They just go on like past updates to speedrun the game, which is I don't know. I think it's bad for the game.
Yeah, you've got patching. So that actually goes into what I was thinking about as my answer, and I think I'm actually going to go against the grain of what you think I'm going to say, Dylan.
Okay.
I think that patching out issues are fine. I think that patching out glitches are fine. Generally, things like that may be like an underlying issue in like the engine, if it's like a custom engine. So if somebody finds some issue where you can like clip through the wall if you do like X, Y, and Z, like BLJs or some shit. If that's an underlying issue with the engine and is like completely exploitable, and for whatever reason you want to you reuse that engine in like another game.
So you don't want people exploiting it in later games, basically.
Right, exactly. Like the backwards B hop and shit in like all the Half-Life games, right? Like that existed forever for that reason, right?
Yeah, that was the best part of the game.
Yeah. That I give people a pass to like get rid of those. What I do think would be helpful, and there's going to be a caveat to this one. What I do think would be helpful is that if games that were put on Steam or some shit had like a versioning thing, like you could download a different like patch of the game. You could download like the 1.0 patch.
If you go to like properties and
then some games have it. Yeah, some
Okay.
games, if you look in like the beta section or wherever, they have like different versions sometimes.
I had no idea.
Did the Doom devs ever patch out that one like game-breaking glitch in Doom Eternal where you could just like go off an edge and then launch up like 10 miles into the air and basically skip the entire levels?
That's actually a Man, I don't know.
Oh.
I think that's a pretty good question. Just I feel like a lot of people are going to give different answers. Personally, when people play my own games, or like when they'd play my own games for like play tests and shit when I was in college, or like even now, if somebody finds something that like I worked on and there's a bug in it and they exploit it, I'm mad, dude.
That bug is gone.
I'm mauled. That bug is gone next day. Like, I am not allowing them to ever do that again. Like, how dare you fuck with me, right? Which is totally fucking toxic as shit, right? Like, I think it's pretty cool whenever I find like issues in other people's games. I pride myself in that. I break people's games all the time. I think it's fun. It's a very interesting platform. Speedrunning in particular. Really utilizing people's mistakes and making whole communities around them. You know, like Battle for Bikini Bottom is like one of the biggest speedrunning communities on like speedrun.com and Twitch right now, and it's all surrounding just how fucking busted that game is. You know,
it's pretty broken. Yep.
I think what's cool about that one is that it's not even like a broken game like on the surface. It's just
right.
People
exactly.
You know, so
and they never really are.
Question.
Yeah. Sorry, they never really are. You know, they're never really that broken. There are some games that are just completely fucking broken. I can't remember the name of it. There's that one game. What'd you say?
Nothing. I had cough.
Oh shit. All right. There's that one fucking game. I can't remember what it's called. Moist Critical uploaded a video about it like years ago. The one where like you go through the tutorial and then you just run to where like.
Yeah.
Is that it? It's the one where like you run to the village where the big bad evil guy shows up and then you get all the villagers to attack him.
Oh, that's another game. Yeah.
That's just broken.
Yeah, that's pretty broken.
It is a product of circumstance, but that is pretty broken. It's a bunch of shit like that, you know? I feel like if versioning existed like universally, obviously that would be great. Like I'd say, you know, go ahead and fix every bug that you come across. I don't give a shit. I can still play the broken ones. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I guess if you think about it in like older terms, when there wasn't like universal internet, pretty much universal internet, people would still release patches for games, right? The Shindo version of Mario 64 exists because
it's like
they knew about BLJs and they patched it out.
The PAL version exists to troll the Europeans and Australians.
But yeah, I think it all lies into stuff like that. Obviously, Nintendo is different, and Nintendo has
different standards.
Its standards, yeah, we'll say that. Nintendo has its standards. I won't say much more about that though. But yeah, I think I answered a much longer version of what I could have given to that question, so I apologize.
No, that's fine. Zach, do you have anything?
Oh, yeah. Do you think? I guess we could. Do you think it's morally okay to pirate a game you never had the chance to purchase? Maybe I should rephrase that.
Sure.
Do you think you should be able to basically get a ROM of a game that is like impossible to find? Like, there's probably no copies of it anywhere. Like, it's not readily available. Like, you can't just go GameStop or something
that didn't
and grab
come
it.
in your region, basically.
Yeah,
sure.
Stuff like that.
So, like, if I ever wanted to be like, oh, I want to play this random game that only got released in Japan and never made it to America, is that kind of the question?
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's a tough question. And I'm I want to answer this, but I feel like I might have to dance around it. I do think that it's okay to play a game, but you should figure out a way to support the developers.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that. But
yeah,
it is just a interesting idea.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody actually in the chat said something that I want to mention.
Yeah.
That I forgot to say that I meant to say at the start.
Okay. There we go. Disclaimer out of the way. And all opinions that me and Chef Zack say are all part of the podcast. So blame it on the podcast. Don't blame it on us.
If you do put this on YouTube, could I request that goes at the beginning?
Yeah. I'll edit it. Be like that. I'll put a disclaimer there.
Cool. Thank you. It's actually pretty important for me to say.
Yeah. I'll put that in front. What's the timestamp? 27.
Cool. Zach, I hope that answers your question. I realize that that's not a super helpful response.
No, I mean I understand. I mean it's just more of a psychological question, not really meant to be taken seriously. Like, oh,
Sure.
I don't know, should you? It's
Right. Obviously, from a business standpoint, I think the answer is clearly no. But like, I don't know. Video games are video games, and I think people should experience art. If you happen to be able to play a game in some way, shape, or form somehow without paying for it, like, search for a way to support the developer.
Okay, let's see. What else do I have here in my note document that I wrote down before the stream? Let's see. What? Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. This is good. This is juicy. This is meaty.
Right.
This is meaty. This is
It's
juicy.
meaty?
Yes.
All right, I'm ready. It's juicy. Give it to me.
10 plus 2.
12.
Okay, good. Here's an actual question. What is
Okay.
one piece of advice you'd give to someone trying to get into game development? Like, what's like the best
Ooh.
piece of advice you've ever heard?
Just one
I mean,
piece
you
of advice that I've heard or that I could give?
Well, both. Like anything. Like, what was some advice?
Okay,
Advice.
so
Well-
some advice that, if there was one piece of advice that I could give to people who want to get into the games industry, it would probably, to the games industry or game, like, development?
I think
Like,
it just goes for programming in general, right?
Yeah, like I would say up the alley, like game dev, like game programming, stuff like that. Means that.
Yeah, absolutely. My biggest piece of advice is learn C first.
There we go.
And
The
then
biggest
C++.
piece of advice right there. Learn C, then C++.
If we're talking about programming specifically, like if you learn C++, and you like become good at it, you can understand fucking like pointers and dereferencing. Those are basic, but a lot of people like try to avoid them like the plague. If you can understand like memory management, and like runtime efficiency and shit, like you're golden. You'll get a job in the games industry if you want, easy peasy.
So it's basically a tutorial, basically. See, well, it's not like a tutorial as in it's easy, but it's like, this is where you should start, and then basically it's kind of easier to branch out from C++ and C.
Not necessarily. Well, it's easier to branch out from C++. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Learning C and then C++ is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is C is very old. It's not an object-oriented language. I see somebody that I went to college with saying, "Oh no, Dylan, why is that your advice?" That's advice because it makes good programmers. It's really fucking hard. But like the main difference between C and C++ is C is not an object-oriented language and C++ is. And essentially what that means is that there's a bunch of predefined types like numbers and shit in C and C++. You can't make specific types in C. So doing like random things, like making systems, is significantly easier and more intuitive in C++ as a result.
So it's basically C is like the older version of C++, a little bit rough
sure.
around the edges.
Sure, yeah. C++ is called C++ because it's C+1.
Ah, I see.
So
Plus.
in programming, we have an operator called like the increment operator, I believe is what it's called. That's probably wrong. It's called plus plus. It's literally just two pluses next to each other. So like if you have a variable called like x and x equals 1, if you say x equals x plus plus, it would now be 2.
So basically a plus counts as 1?
Yeah, it goes 1 up.
Ah, okay, I see.
And then
So
there's
that-
also
so
minus
that-
minus, so then
so
it
that
goes
means-
down 1 with
That
minus
means
minus.
I would just be Dylan, and then you would be Dylan plus plus.
Yeah, since I'm the upgrade.
No, because you're Dylan number 2.
Oh. No, I would be Dylan and you'd be Dylan plus plus in that case.
Oh, I
Also,
guess.
GG got it right. C++ is basically C equals C plus 1. Or C equals minus 1. Fuck off, other Kirby. Jesus Christ.
Like, I saw that meme going around, but I don't understand it. Like, isn't that meme like C minus equals minus 1 or something like that? Or isn't there
Yeah,
like...
because that just boils down to like C equals C plus 1. Right?
Ah.
Minus equals is another operator. We're getting into a whole bunch of operators that you guys don't need to know.
Yeah, like... Okay, let's see. Okay, what do you think? What do you think game development stuff like that is going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years? Like, what do you think could
really good question?
could they like improve some stuff? Like, what do you think it's just going to look like? Like,
oh, that's like a really really
Deep
in-depth
learning
question.
AI.
all the AI buzzwords.
Yeah.
uh, oh, I think I'm back. Hold on. Let me disconnect from this. Hold up. Yo, hello?
Ooh, hello.
Yeah, my whole internet went down for a second there.
That's very upsetting.
Yo, was my stream back or?
Yeah,
It looks like it's back. Do you want to kill your ISP?
And then we'll get into that later. Okay, let's see. I think my stream's back. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
My whole internet went down for like 2 minutes there. I like unplugged my LAN cable, plugged back in. Took a while to reboot, but we're back.
It's back.
Okay, where we like like on my yeah, you like froze like this on my screen, so it looked like you were contemplating the question very deeply. But then I realized, oh hey, Zack stopped talking too, and I don't see you moving, so my internet must have went down.
Yeah. What was the question again? It was like where do I see game development in like the next 10 years?
5 to 10 years, yeah.
5 to 10 years? Oh man, that's like a really tough question because we're making advancements in tech like so frequently, and there's like a million and
your mic is doing the sound it's been making last couple of streams.
Fuck. How about now?
It's fine now.
Okay. We're making advancements in hardware like all the time, and millions and millions of smart people are coming out and like writing good software all the time. And there is like this weird study that I read about how programmers seem to always want to rewrite code because it's easier to rewrite code than it is to read and understand code. So they'll automatically assume that other code is bad. I don't particularly see things changing much from how they are now, personally. I'm probably completely fucking wrong, but
gonna be wrong.
Tomorrow they're announcing new AI that automatically creates the video game for you. Don't even need to write code.
I mean, there are games like that. There are games like that.
Yeah, like isn't like AI Dungeon 2 like that? Where you just basically type in some words and like automatically makes a text-based adventure game.
Yeah, like that's totally doable right now. I think that in terms of tech, obviously new things are going to come out. I don't really foresee like the structure of the game development process changing all too much though. Personally, I hope I'm wrong. You know, I hope that something cool.
Like
happens.
maybe some more like work from home type environments, maybe, or do you think
Oh man,
after
I
all
don't
this
know,
is
dude.
over with,
I kind of
like,
hate it.
they're just going to pack everybody back into the offices and stuff after Corona
I'm
and
kind of
everything?
okay with that. I'm a little bitch, and I hate working at home because like I have my computer here, I have my phone, I have like streams that I could open. I get distracted. I like working at like a workspace because it
Mhm.
keeps me like focused. I'm like in a work environment specifically.
Yeah.
That's just me though. A lot of my friends from college who are working at other places right now, like Microsoft, Amazon, and shit, they all prefer the work from home life. So it's definitely dependent on the person. I predict that after this, places like Amazon, Microsoft, like a bunch of AAA big places are probably not going to go back to office.
Yeah, because it's probably
completely.
just easier for them to work from home now that they have some infrastructure behind it now.
Yeah.
Probably just easier for them to continue on the way they're going.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you imagine if this happened like 6 years ago when Microsoft Teams and Zoom didn't exist and people were still mostly using like
Everyone would be
Discord
using
in its
Skype.
weird fucking state and like everybody would be using Skype? We would not be able to function. Like big companies would not be able to function with Skype.
Yeah,
It
and
would
also
be
Skype
a
leaks your IP
disaster.
and everything all
Yeah.
over the internet.
It would absolutely be a complete disaster. The industry that is whatever this fucking industry is that is like the work from home supporting programs and software and this, that, and the other, it's booming right now. And I think that like because of its ease of access, people are definitely not going to give it up that easily.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. That was like my last question in terms of like the game dev / programming / computer science stuff. Now on my
Sure.
notepad it says second subject random questions, but
Random questions?
but I seem to forgot to fill out any random questions. So Zach, do you have any random questions you want to ask Dylan?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Like that's one subject that I was like, I'll do this later. But then
I was gonna do that too.
but then I had to return a package. I got stuck in a blizzard. Had to come
wait,
back
what
here.
happened with that? Wait, hold on. You gotta tell me what happened with that.
Okay.
You said that like today was very scary for you.
Yeah, basically, okay. I bought a pair of new headphones at Amazon for like quite a bit, like $100. Like, because I got some Christmas money for Amazon gift card. So I got a new pair of headphones, put them on, realized how shit they were. So I'm like, I'm returning these. I'm go get a cheaper pair of headset that's probably going to sound 10 times better. So I packaged everything up. So I have to take it to the UPS drop-off spot. But we don't have one here in my town that I live in. So I have to go like 15 miles or like 20 miles away to the nearest UPS store. So okay, I package everything up, get the package in my car, start driving to the store. It was nice out, wasn't really snowing, but then all of a sudden, like 5 miles in, like right as I'm leaving my town to go to the next town over, it just starts a whole bunch of snow, whole bunch like whiteout conditions, like you can't see the road in front of you, so everybody's just guessing where the lines are. So like some people are like part way off the road, like just driving. So I basically was like, okay, I mean, it wasn't that bad, like 5 miles in. So like once I like actually made it to the town, it just started like going really hard, like couldn't see anything. The roads are all covered, all that.
Shit.
But I'm like, hey, I'm like 2 miles from the spot now. No point on going back, like no point on just going backwards. It means I'm 2 miles away. So I go, drop off the package, get back in my car, start driving back. Gets even worse. Just starts down
shit.
like I mean, you probably couldn't see like 20 feet ahead of you, basically.
Yeah.
So basically, I was like just tailgating the car in front of me, kind of just to see where they're going. So that way, if a car hits them head on, they're probably gonna be the ones that get hit. I have a shield.
Oh my god!
I basically am using a car as a shield right now. So I'm driving. Now, I don't want to dox myself, but let's just say on this like highway, there's another road. There's like one we call it a something shortcut, basically, because it shortcuts to like the town over my town, basically. And as I was going, the car in front of me started turning to the right to take the shortcut, but there was a car that was like right next to him going the same speed, also taking the shortcut. So they basically were both together going up there, and the guy in front of me just pulls up, and like they almost get in a crash as they're trying
Holy
to turn
shit.
onto the shortcut. And then basically that means I'm in the front of the lead of all the cars now, so I don't have a car that I can tailgate because there's no cars in front of me. And the road's just snowed over, so I kind of just had to guess where to go.
Right.
Basically, I eventually made it home, safe and sound.
Yeah, I'm glad,
Quite
dude.
the adventure.
That's fucking terrifying. I've definitely had a similar
Just in time for the
experience.
podcast.
Just in time. We like to see it.
Yeah. Dirk is digging your jamming.
I know.
Zack.
I like to dance.
Kirby's just
whenever.
fucking. Wait, that's the wrong way. It's gonna be flipped around, isn't it?
Yeah.
I gotta go this way.
If you don't know, Chef Zack is like the biggest Kirby fan I know.
That's true.
Pink mass.
He loves some Kirby. Okay,
It's my main in Melee.
Wait, could you like actually rock my shit with Kirby in Melee?
Yeah, he's pretty good. You
Holy
play
shit.
Melee?
I play Melee a little bit. Ever since Slippy came out, a bunch of my friends started playing it, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll play it too.
Yeah. Piracy.
I got my ROM legally.
Sorry, we're gonna have to send a cease and desist. You know how it is.
Oh shit, damn it. Not me, dude.
Nothing
Fuck.
personal, kid.
I'm a Sheik guy. I like Sheik and Marth.
Okay, did you have any questions, Zach, that you said you were going to pull up?
That
'Cause
was
this-
my one random question.
This is like the random portion before we get into like the streaming / speedrunning portion of the Pogcast.
Sure.
Let's see. I asked you what else do you like to do, and you said listen to music. What kind of
do
music
like
do you
listening to
listen to?
music.
Like kind of like emo punkish music.
How did you tell?
Yeah.
I'm a little bitch and I like pop punk. My dad
too.
grew me up on the Cars and Queen. And then when I was in like pretty much when I wasn't able to spend much time with my dad because he would be at work and I would be at school instead of like I'd be getting schlepped around, with one parent or the other parent. I would usually just listen to whatever my mom played in the car. So I got exposed to the good like early to mid 2000s pop and shit like Sugar Ray, like that stayed with me. Natalie Imbruglia's stayed with me. But in middle school, I was in choir, and the choir teacher asked us what our favorite musician, like who our favorite like bands or musicians were, and I didn't have one. So I randomly just thought of some band that my friend, my best friend at the time, was listening to, and that happened to be Avenged Sevenfold.
They're a very good band.
And I'm actually a very big fan of Avenged Sevenfold, and I have been. That was just a lucky guess that I would actually like Avenged Sevenfold. From that, I went from the mildly cringy, like, Five Finger Death Punch, like, oh, everything is the worst for me kind of shit, to, like, pop punk, which is, like, everything is sad for me. So it hasn't really changed a whole lot. But, I had, like, a Django account before Pandora blew up, so I used Django before Pandora when I was a kid, and I got exposed to, like, Breaking Benjamin and like Evanescence and shit, and then Spotify happened, and then I was like Crown the Empire and Neck Deep and Nothing Nowhere, shout out, Nothing Nowhere, oh god, who else? Like Microwave is a big band for me. I started getting into like concerts. The first concert that I ever went to was Warped Tour 2016. It was a really good fucking Warped Tour. The lineup was sick. The White Noise was like my favorite band for a while before they broke up. Just a lot of cool experiences at like festivals and shit. Kind of cultivated this random undying love for Warped Tour and pop punk and shit that I have. I listen to a lot of hip hop though. I will say that. Like I like me some Tribe. I like pretty much any Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
MF Doom is good. That's true.
Anything you wanted to add to this, Zach?
I would add something, but I am horrible at remembering like musicians, band names. all
Okay,
that
sing the
stuff.
song and maybe we can guess it.
You can probably pick up anything from like the 70s, and it's like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. But
Ooh,
I'm not gonna
shit.
be like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation. None of that bullshit.
Bro, you like Hold Me Now? Hold my heart.
I think I've heard that one.
Hold me now. That song
Oh, yeah.
fucks. I love that song.
Sadly, we do not have the rights to play that song on the podcast, so we're gonna have to
Oh.
decline to play the song on the podcast.
We just got DCA'd.
Shit,
Yeah.
my bad, dude. That was me. My perfect rendition of
Did
Hold
you
Me
see
Now.
that? Did you see they have DMCA tools that can tell if you're humming a song? And that can
Wait,
send you-
really?
Yeah, like Devin
You can
Nash
get
did it.
DMCA'd for humming a song?
Well, they don't send out DMCAs for it, but they have the technology to detect if you're humming along to a song and stuff.
That's
I
some
hate
good
that.
AI.
Yeah.
I hate that. The Internet of Things is stupid.
So, do you think they should change copyright laws?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're outdated.
Yeah.
At least in the United States.
They were made in the 70s, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
They're fucking outdated. It doesn't
Wasn't
make
the
any sense.
DMCA Act in like 1985 or something like that?
I honestly don't remember. I just remember that it was originally written in like the 70s or some
Mhm.
shit. It's just outdated, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
I like Gigi's comment. Well, someone got DMCA'd because their blender sounded like Skrillex.
Oh my fucking god, dude. If people are gonna get DMCA'd for
pretty cool.
samples, then everybody's just gonna go down.
Yeah.
A bunch of old people just keep making the rules, and
I mean, someone's bound to make like some like a blender, and then them having a similar sound or rhythm to a Skrillex
Speaking of
song.
like an actual blender, not,
I need to
not
make
the modeling stuff.
I need to make sure my fan next to me doesn't sound like a Diplo song, just so I don't get DMCA'd. Need to turn that off.
Oh fuck! Did you guys see that they're trying to make DMCA like if you stream and you
Yeah,
get DMCA, they're
it
trying to make that
passed,
a
too.
felon?
It
It
passed.
passed. It was
Yeah.
in the COVID-19 relief bill for America.
Yeah.
Isn't
and it
that
passed.
crazy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so better not see you streaming any Fall Out Boy there, Dylan, or else go get 10
What
years
am I gonna
behind
do,
bars.
dude? I wanted to stream Twitch Sings before it goes down in like a couple
Well,
days.
you
but
can still do that.
What am I gonna do?
Well, you can still stream Twitch scenes because they made their own versions of the instrumentals and stuff for it. That's why it was costing
Oh, did
so
they
much.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's some Guitar Hero shit.
Yeah, Basically. Yeah. But that's shutting down in what, 3 days? Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah.
January 1st.
I will say though that one of my favorite things to come out of the whole DMCA shit is Ludwig's Christmas album.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was fucking sick.
Yeah. Did you see the music video for what's Baby It's Cold Outside? They made a music video for it.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah.
I've not seen that yet. I'll have to check it out.
Okay, let's see. Anything else we can add to this before we get into the meaty subject of speedrunning?
I forget what the subject was here. What were we talking about? Were we just talking about music?
Random
Just
stuff.
random shit?
Yeah.
What's
I-
a
all
random
it-
thing that I can
all-
tell you guys about?
If I could show you without leaking, it's just a second subject. Random questions. Number 1, period. Nothing else.
Number 1, period.
Yeah, basically I was going to write down a question, and then it
Uh-huh.
was like, okay, I have to return this package. And then I got back, and I had to set up the podcast. So I wasn't able to figure out any
Gotcha.
random questions.
Yeah,
I have
understandable.
a lot of respect for Dylan, both of you, obviously.
Oh, thank you.
The fact that he was able to get everything done in a timely manner is very impressive. So can we get some pogs in the chat for that?
Dude, pog you, Dylan. Thank you for setting
Well, this is
all
just
of
a
this
layout
up,
from
dude.
the first podcast, so all I had to do was change the name. That's all I had to do, basically, and change around so it fit better.
Outline.
Yeah, this is basically.
Hey, you're
outline.
thinking like a programmer, bro. You're being lazy as fuck. I like it.
True. I didn't make anything. anything here. I didn't make anything. Well, I took a font, put a pog in between the cast, and there's the logo right there.
Honestly, the pixelated pog fucking kills me. I think it's so funny.
You see, I can move the pog
I
anywhere I
think it
want.
has character.
I can move it anywhere. Because not. Let me put that back. There we go. You see, it's not even the logo. It's just
I do see it.
the
I
pog.
do. It's fucking great, man.
Okay, let's see. Anything else here that we should cover before we get into this stuff?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of other random shit that I could tell you guys, but nothing's coming to me.
Okay, then let's get into the speedrunning / streaming section of the podcast. Oh,
Yeah. I have a question.
we could do
actually.
some audience Q&A quick before we get
That's
into that.
exactly what I was gonna ask, dude. If you ever do audience Q&A.
Yeah. Like usually we do it towards the end, but we can do it now. It means we also have the big announcement at the end of the stream, so you make sure you tune into that.
That's true. We do have the big announcement.
Okay.
Do you just want me to pick out questions, or do you want to pick out the questions?
I mean, I'll pick out the questions just so it seems more professional. Like,
yeah.
Because during the Prezzo one, just during the Prezzo one, everybody was just reading the questions from chat because we forgot to come up with questions.
Oh, gotcha. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Shoot me with some questions.
When did you start wearing glasses, Mr. Hot
When did
Dog
I
wants
start
to know.
wearing glasses?
Glasses.
In the 4th grade, I got my first pair of glasses, and I hated them. And then as soon as I could, I started wearing contacts, and then I wore contacts pretty frequently through college. And then quarantine happened, and I didn't have to wear contacts because I wasn't seeing people anymore. And then when I started streaming, I tried to put contacts back in, and they hurt my eyes. So now I don't wear contacts anymore.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Raglan, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Raglan, that is a question for later on in the stream. I have it written down here. So I'm going to skip that, but I'll credit you for it, okay? Let's see. What's your favorite food? Lori wants to know.
It's my favorite food? Dude, my mom makes a killer broccoli cheddar soup.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That might be my favorite food. Otherwise, you can't really go wrong with like a cheeseburger. I'm kind of a degenerate. I like burgers, man.
Yeah. Gigi has an interesting question here. What's your favorite algorithm? Not the most effective one, but the one you find the most interesting.
Dude, anything having to do with BVH trees, bounding volume hierarchy trees. Any algorithm having to do with the generation of like a bounding volume hierarchy is really fucking cool. I think that they're so like just interesting. Taking like a cloud of points and shit and turning them into like a representation full of bounding full of like hitboxes basically. And that represents like your entire scene. Like those are so cool. And then like figuring out ways to make them work at runtime so that they like so that they get updated. Like that's super cool. I think things like that are so neat.
Oh, Gigi clarified sorting algorithm.
In terms of sorting algorithms?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't even remember every sorting algorithm off the top of my head. I don't know, dude. I usually just use standard sort in C++. Standard template library has a lot of nice functions. BOGO sort, Squash Loaf said BOGO sort. Do you guys know what BOGO sort is? I'm pretty sure that's the one where I'm pretty sure BOGO sort is the one where you randomize all the elements in like something that you're trying to sort until it's finally sorted. So basically it's completely random whether or not it's going to get sorted.
Okay, Raglan has a couple questions. What motivates you day to day to stream grind or grind streaming?
What motivates me to stream?
Yeah. What's your day to day? Motivates you.
We're definitely in an interesting time. Honestly, it's probably the people that I get to like chat with, that I get to like see every day. I think that's pretty cool. I would really like to just be selfish and be like, oh yeah, like I want to get big. Like obviously I do, right? Like I want to, but I've wanted to do something like this since I was like a kid, since I was in like middle school. So it's definitely like the people at this point that are pushing me to keep going.
I do it for the money. I'm just farming subs right now. Don't disappear for another month. Come back. Ask for a couple more subs. Easy peasy.
He's like, Monka, yes, more subs, please.
Yeah. I find it interesting what Clint does. Like, he just leaves for a month, comes back for a couple weeks, be like, hey, I'm still live, still streaming.
Clint's enigmatic, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. It really doesn't, like, I've asked you this a bunch of times, Dylan. Like, because I don't understand it. I'm trying to, like, figure out how it happened. I don't understand how Clint got big. That's not to say that he didn't deserve to.
He streamed every single day for 2 years in a row almost.
Holy shit, really?
Every single day, 12 to like 8 a.m. basically. Every single day.
Yeah, and didn't he always have like a couple hundred followers? It seemed like he was always at like a viewers. It seemed like he was always at like a pretty high view count.
I think he said he either had I think he said like by the end of his first month of streaming, he had like 20 to 50 viewers or something like that. At the end of his first month. Mm-hmm. Then like
I was there at the end of my second month, but it's hard to keep that momentum going when there's so many like there's like millions of streamers on the platform now, you know.
Yeah. And also he streamed Ocarina of Time, which at the time was like the biggest speedrunning game besides Mario. I think
that's true. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Also within the course of like 7 months, he like went from not knowing 100% at all to getting second place right behind ZFG. So, yeah, like
Dude's an enigma. I love his content. I've been watching since like November of 2017 or some shit, but I didn't actually start watching Twitch until like 9 months ago.
Yeah,
I was I was a YouTube Andy.
He's funny on YouTube. Nah.
yeah.
Like,
okay.
I started watching him. Like, let's see, I followed him around January of 2016. Then I started watching around like March of 2016 because Summit raided him in January of 2016. Because at that time,
Summit did?
Yeah, because Summit 1G was learning how to speedrun Ocarina of Time, and Clint was helping him learn. So Summit would raid Clint.
Is that why Clint streams in the 1G team?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, so when I started watching Clint, he was like, what, 800 to 1,000 viewer Andy?
That's nutso.
Yeah. Basically, and then around, and then the first time I actually played a game with him was around like March of 2017, whenever Friday the 13th came out. Because I
remember that, dude.
Because I was playing with his offline chat, and they decided to invite him, and I was the host of the lobby. And when he joined, everybody had like 200 ping because of how broken the networking in the game was. So no matter who hosted, the ping would be high. It's just I had the best like ping, so it was like 150. And he was like, "Why the hell are you hosting this lobby? We all have like 200 ping."
I do remember that. I think he made a video out of that, didn't he?
Well, no. Like, I have a clip of it. I have the clip of it.
Oh, maybe that's why I remember it. Okay.
Yeah. Like, why are you the host?
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
It's always interesting learning about big streamers. Mm-hmm. It's definitely an interesting topic for me, at least. Somebody, people who are trying to get big. I want to know what people's processes were. I want to know the history. It's not. I feel like it's generally not something that you see. Or that people talk about usually.
Yeah, like most of the big streamers now either played Fortnite or got big a long time ago, basically.
Yeah.
Like I can't really think of a streamer that's like gotten big in the last like year that didn't play Fortnite or something like that.
Did Ludwig ever play Fortnite? I don't think he did.
Okay, Ludwig is an anomaly, okay? He's an anomaly.
Ludwig is an anomaly. He is like one of the fastest growing streamers on the platform for sure. Mm-hmm. Ludwig's a completely different dude. I want to know what's going on with Ludwig. I want to know like the stats. I want to know the reasons, dude. I want to study Ludwig. It's such an interesting story.
I think it's because he talked to Mango, right?
Is that it? I knew he was like what was he, like B-list, A-list Melee celeb for like a minute, and then like he started streaming.
Yeah, I think.
And then that was kind of the platform.
Was the anomaly. Like, I mean, it was
Mischief was basically like he got big in like Ice Poseidon's community. He was like the cameraman, and then like he kind of like just grew from there, streaming WoW and stuff.
Interesting.
Basically, I would say like Mischief like has like probably one of the most like natural like growths of viewership, basically. Or like at least when he started beginning, and then like he kind of blew up.
Yeah.
Like, because he started as like basically Ice Poseidon's cameraman, and then he streamed WoW, and then he was on like the Scuffed Podcast, Podcast,
Interesting. I didn't
and
know
then he
that.
kind of like blew up.
I didn't know we did that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither did I. That's cool. Thank you for educating me.
Yes.
I want to know more about these kinds of people. Honestly, it's always interesting seeing seeing the history of their come up.
Yeah, like I've watched Twitch since like 2012, so.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Like, because a friend of mine started streaming, he like got to like 16,000 followers on Twitch and then quit streaming.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
16,000
Yeah.
in 2012.
Well, in like 2014, like he started in like 2013, like early 2013.
That's still a shitload.
Mhm.
Honestly, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
But he was like,
the first-
I don't really like it anymore, and he just quit.
Yeah, I got exposed to Twitch from GDQ.
Yeah.
I was like, speedruns are cool. I wonder if there's like Kingdom Hearts speedruns. And then I started watching a bunch of people do like Kingdom Hearts 2 speedruns. And then I did that for like 2 months, and then I stopped being on Twitch. And then I streamed DMC Devil May Cry for a while. And then I also quit that. But I'm assuming that could be a question that you have. So I'm gonna
Is that
not
how
talk
you
about
got
that.
into speedrunning SM64? Like
Is that gonna
exposure from
step on
Twitch?
any of your guys' questions, or can
I mean,
answer
we're
that?
pretty much already in the subject right now, so go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. The reason I started speedrunning SM64, are you asking how did I start speedrunning SM64, or how did I start streaming?
Let's start with the start streaming, and then we can progress into that, because I feel like that would be easier.
That good with you, Zack?
Yeah, I just thought they were part of the same subject.
They're actually not. So my friends and I from college, two of my friends, we started playing A Link to the Past randomizers just out randomly. I had never really played a Zelda game before at all, other than Breath of the Wild. So myself and two other of my friends. Oh yeah, there's Maxer. That's him. He's one of them. We started playing Link to the Past randomizers. They were getting pretty good. I don't think I've ever beat either of them. But we got to a point where we had like a timer, and we had like our tracker on screen, and we had the game. And because none of us had like Discord Nitro, we couldn't stream the whole screen with sound. And I eventually just was like, I want to stream the whole fucking thing with sound. So then I started streaming on Twitch. My name used to be Red Papa Smurf on that. So I started streaming on that, and like just our friends were watching passively, not really in chat, but then suddenly like random people were coming in and like talking to me and like saying a bunch of weird shit, and I was like, this is kind of interesting. So then pretty much on a very similar note, another different set of friends, myself, like Seeded Acorn and Cuts, if you guys are aware of them. Seeded was suddenly like, I'm gonna speed
I'm aware of Seeded.
SM64.
I'm aware of Seeded. Knocked me down into losers bracket, that bitch.
Yeah, Seeded was like, I want to start running SM64. You should run it with me. To Kutsk and I. So I started learning SM64, and then I think I did my first run back in like March or something. And for some reason people were watching me. I think Kufufufu like randomly rated Seeded, and then went over to my stream because I had better volume mixing or something. I think that's what he said. And then Tommy Quarantine randomly rated Seeded, and then went over to my stream because I had better volume mixing. And I met like Mr. Hot Dog through that. So like those are the first like 3 people that I met that were like streamer people that I became pretty solid with. And over the course of those like 2 or 3 raids, I started to like gather up a following of people that weren't just my friends that I was asking to like watch my stream for. I think that that's like kind of off topic, but I think that's actually a very valid way to get like a following on Twitch, because people don't really like statistically at least, people don't really like to click on people who only have like 1 to 3 viewers or like 0 viewers or some shit. But if you have like 5 viewers, it's kind of different. You start to get clicks. So I just like, I can't say that word anymore. I can I say pimp instead of the S one? I pimped out to my friends and said, hey, can you guys like chill in my stream and not say anything? Can you just lurk in my stream? And then slowly those people who didn't actually want to watch my stream got replaced by people who like do actually want to watch my stream and like do want to interact with me. So that's kind of how I've got to like the viewership that I currently have. I waver between like I want to say 12 and like 25 average right now.
I would say so. Whenever I tune into your stream, it's usually around there.
Yeah. So that's been pretty cool. Just figuring out how to like keep people around and like grow the audience and like interact with people in a chat that might be going faster than I can comprehend. It's definitely a learned skill, but that's pretty much how I got into streaming. And that's how I got into SM64 also. I didn't realize that I was also answering that question, but I'm a dumbass and I did it anyway. So there you go.
If it looks like I'm not paying attention, I am. I'm just trying to find... Oh, there it is. Finally found it. Just for later, I need to find something.
You're good.
Okay.
Zach, does that answer your question, though?
Looks like they are part of the same subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you should start at the beginning of the streaming career and then lead your way up. Zan had a pretty good question that I'm interested to know. What is your favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie?
Yep.
Oh man. I don't know. I'm not a huge movie guy, but I've got to say that I really, really like The Grand Budapest Hotel.
That's
it's a really good movie. I took a film class, and my film professor showed us a bunch of films that I actually really liked. Some of which I can't really remember the names of. Memento was really cool.
That's good.
Being John Malkovich was a good movie. I believe there's a Buster Keaton movie called like, or maybe it's not Buster Keaton. Who is it? It's a black and white movie called like The Third Step or something like that. I liked that movie. That was cool.
I've definitely heard of it. I forgot who it was though. It was probably Buster Keaton or like Charlie Chaplin or something like that.
It wasn't. Oh. It had audio. I forget. I don't know. I can't find it. I don't remember. It's like about a dude who hides away in France because he like killed his wife or some shit, or killed somebody.
That's probably not Charlie Chaplin or
The Third Man. The Third Man. There it is.
No one pays attention to chat, so I mean, how were we supposed to know Raglan? I mean,
it's yeah. This was cool. It had Orson. It had like Orson Welles and shit. It's a cool movie. I thought it was very neat. So
good selection of movies there. Zach,
yeah, I would say that probably overall it's Grand Budapest Hotel though.
Okay, let's see. Let's see this. Zach, what's your favorite movie?
I think it's probably I think they're just really good guilty pleasures. I think Scott Pilgrim is a really good movie.
That's a really good one. Yeah. That's definitely on like a list of mine for sure.
You see, I always have to ask Zach questions just so I make sure he's not muted like he was during the Prezzo podcast.
Well,
he was muted at the end of that for like 20 minutes.
I was coughing at the end, so I just didn't want to die on stream, you know.
Understandable. I appreciate it. Not cursing me with your dying sounds. That's fair, dude. Thank you.
Well, we can't pull the Logan Paul here.
What's that? Oh my god.
What is that? Not what we're trying to do here?
No. Oh fuck, dude.
Friend who showed me a bunch of movies in high school, and I wanted to do something in the film industry, but I think I just didn't want to do that.
As you mean like as a career choice?
Yeah, as a career choice.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's just too complicated, and but I respect all the people that do it.
Yeah, sure,
There's,
absolutely.
I think one of them, he showed me like I hadn't seen Whiplash at the time. I think that was like a fantastic movie. Just
Ooh, yeah. I actually
just
haven't seen
'cause
that, but I've heard that it's such a fucking good movie. Like, I have to catch it at some point.
Well, you heard it here, you heard it.
Folks.
Yeah, you heard it here, people. It's Me the D movie night coming soon.
Okay,
Whoa.
well, I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, this one Raglan asked earlier, and this was on the list. So, what is your favorite moment of like 2020 streaming wise or speedrunning wise or?
Speedrunning wise, finally getting sub 20 in 16 star. That was really hard for me for some reason. I had like a huge mental block, and I couldn't get sub 20, and then I got it. I took a shot on stream. It was lit. Favorite streaming moment? It's hard to say, man. I think I got pretty lucky. I had some viewers during the summer who were just really casual about dropping a fuckload of subs. And that was like really cool, just knowing that people wanted to like support me and support like what we're doing. So that I could like have a reason to continue and keep pushing to like make better and better content, like make my stream look better and shit. But I think probably like my favorite moment may have been like the Zelda cosplay stream reward thing that I did with the channel points.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. That was a pretty fun stream. People seemed to get a kick out of that. Eating the onion was terrible, even though I got a bunch of viewers for it. What else was there, man? I broke my bed on stream when I was living back at my parents' place when I was in between apartments. That was pretty funny. Degasm is a thing that I will never acknowledge that ever happened. I hope nobody ever understands what degasm is. What else is
Let's see.
there, man?
Raglan says calling your mom.
Calling my mom, yeah. We used to have a channel reward that would make me just call my mom wherever she was, and she would answer, and she, I would have to tell her that I loved her, and she just like eventually started just saying random shit, like saying
And then
that I
didn't
was
you-
like the worst.
Then didn't you have one that said you had like say you hate her or something or say something like that?
Yeah, and you can't put the word hate in channel reward names for some reason. So I had it spelled backwards. So many people would come in and be like, "What the hell is an ETA? Like, what the hell is ETAH?" I was like, "Ah, that's hate. It's hate backwards."
Remember the time that someone redeemed that? You called her up, and then I redeemed after you hung up. I redeemed the call your mother and say
I
you love
do
her.
remember that actually. Holy shit, that feels like so long ago.
That was like the first or second stream I watched of yours, right there.
Damn. Those were good. The channel point rewards, I think, may have been one of the big reasons that I retained a bunch of people because I had so much interactivity. But the thing is once you start having more and more people come into your chat that are more and more active, it becomes really tough to manage. You know, I've still got to put my name up on stream small, right? And I used to have a big one, but then I was trying to make YouTube videos, and that was just making it impossible to edit YouTube videos. So now it's just the small names, and even then it's still hard to manage because like when one person does it, like a million people will do it. And if I'm in the middle of a run, like I can't really do it, or like I'll risk ruining the run, like if I'm trying to open it up and like look at how to type this person's name in. It's definitely interesting. There's like a weird push and pull for the channel point rewards. Like my old channel point reward, which you probably remember, Dylan, yellow was like a really big thing. Like people loved yellow on yellow. And
then every time someone redeemed it, it went up in points.
Yeah. If that doesn't make sense, I had I went to Goodwill one time with Seated, and I found a full rain suit, not just like a rain jacket, but like it had pants with it. And so I just like I had a channel point reward where people would redeem it, and it was like a really low cost, and then I'd wear the rain suit for the rest of stream, and then it would go up in points every time somebody redeemed it. But there was also like an unyellow, so like every time somebody redeemed either one of those, it would go up. And that was fun because then people would be like yellow, unyellow, yellow, unyellow, and I'd be like whipping it off and putting it back on and whipping it off and putting it back on, and it was like terrible. But now I live in this other apartment. It has terrible circulation. It's fucking really hot all the time, so I can't do it because it retains too much of my heat. So
For small streamers, I think the channel points is pretty good for interactivity.
yeah, I agree. I think it's I think that like just based on that point, Zach, I think like that's a pretty good point in general. I think it's because of that
I think
that
it
big
keeps people
streamers don't
around.
usually have
Oh yeah,
many channel point rewards. You know,
and if
because
they
like
do, they're pretty lame.
right, exactly. Because who on earth with like 6,000 people watching them all the time is gonna have one of those like I do, where it's just like put my name on stream, right? And then like I have to stop what I'm doing and type that person's name in. Like a million people are gonna do it, right?
I mean, if someone made like an automated system where if someone redeemed it and like popped up and it's like, press this button to steal someone else's spot on the screen. So let's say you have one name up at a time, and then when you press it, it like changes to your name, and then someone else can change it.
All right, listen. I've said a million times that I would think about automating it, and then I decided that it was going to take too much. And then I found Twitch Lib. All right, we're working on it on stream. We're working on it on stream. I'm working on it.
That was a cool stream you did the other day, the programming stream, where you're trying to implement that into Unity.
I appreciate that. Yeah, if anybody wants to see some cool like game programming streams, hop on by. I'll be doing another one soon, hopefully. Integrated Twitch Lib into Unity, and then I got Twitch chat working on like a wall, in like a scene. It was pretty cool. I'm hoping that we can do some more interesting things with it.
Let's see. Oh, Zach, did you ever do the one thing that you said you were going to do last night?
No, I didn't have enough time.
Okay, we're skipping that segment of the podcast today, because I didn't do it either. So.
Oh shit! Wait, now I'm curious.
We were going to do a trivia thing, but
oh fuck!
I like told Zach last night we should do a trivia thing, and then Zach's like, "Yeah, I've been working on one, and I'll do it tomorrow." And now it's like
I have more time.
It's fine.
Rest in peace, man. No worries. This just confirms that maybe I'll look less stupid. You know what? I said 7 times 5 is 45 earlier. Never mind. That would have saved me.
You know what? Just for that, we're having a trivia segment. I'm going to look up some questions right now. Let's see.
Oh god damn it.
Okay, let's see. Anything else we need to... Let's see.
Oh, I have a trivia question. How long did it take for Dylan to get 12.4 on slide?
Sorry, just really quick. Am I frozen? Can you hear me through the stream, Dylan?
Yeah, it's because I'm in my Discord on accident.
Oh, okay, gotcha. How long did it take Dylan to get 12.4?
Yep.
Wasn't it like 28 hours?
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Was it longer? 32?
No.
Was it 29 then?
Mm-hmm. 29 what?
Damn it, 29. Oh god,
no,
were you in the 40s?
No,
it was like 29, 40.
A little bit more.
29.50? Was it 53? 29.53?
A little bit more.
God damn it. 29.50 fucking 8, dude.
Lower.
29.55.
Higher.
God damn. 25.56. 29.56.
One more.
57.
Yep.
There we go. I'm not doing the seconds.
Okay, what's 5 times 5?
25.
You dodged a bullet there.
I did.
Okay, what's the best?
But you're trying to put other numbers in my head.
Okay, what's the best emote on Twitch?
Oh fuck! On Twitch, or like, does that include Better Twitch TV, or
yeah,
include channel? Like people.
Sure, anything. It could even be an emoji.
Can I look through my emotes really quick?
Sure. Oh wow, your emotes. Okay,
Not my emotes, the emotes that I personally own.
I don't
Almost
think the
got me there.
flashbang is the best emote on Twitch. Close, but not it.
The flashbang is funny.
Yeah. Let's see.
What is my
Raglan put in a
favorite emote?
kafufufugasm. Lori put in a
Kafufugasm.
Lori high.
I'm pretty sure it's Dylan T Kappa 7, but
what is Kappa 7 makes me laugh.
It's 7 Kappa.
Oh shit, my bad. I like Baby Rage. Baby Rage is funny as far as like stock Twitch emotes go. I also think that Flushed is funny, and I also like Rage. But if I had to pick from those three, I would probably say Flushed. Flushed is good. Yeah. Oh shit, I think my camera defocused for whatever reason. Hello?
Yeah. Your background is looking nice though.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay,
yeah.
there we go.
I took some notes from your background and styled it after yours.
Oh yeah. You've got the Halloween decorations up there. It looks like those look pretty good, dude. Halloween in December. I appreciate the
yeah.
Yeah. What's directly behind you out of curiosity? Uh-oh.
It's a wall, a bin, and then a door.
Oh, I was talking about. Okay, never mind.
Okay, let's see.
Oops. Punched
Where
the shit out
were
of my
we?
mic. I apologize.
Best Twitch emotes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's what we were
flushed.
doing.
He said flushed. Okay, what do you think is like your final goal of like Mario? Like, is it getting like world record? Is it getting better than like Clint's time? Like, what is it? What's the end goal?
Oh man, better than Clint? I don't know if I have the willpower to put in that much time. I'm hoping that, eventually my shit will evolve from like Mario every Monday, but I think that just where I'm at now, I just want to try to get as good of a time as I can in SM64. SM64 has been really fun. It's been really great, like just in terms of streaming opportunities and shit. Like I met you through it. I met like a whole bunch of other people through it. So like it's great. In terms of just getting started. But I think if I were to say that I have a goal now, I want to get below 55 minutes in 70. That would be cool. And I'd like to get sub 18 in 16. And maybe I'll learn 120 at some point, but I don't really have a desire to learn 120 right now.
My goal is to always be a second faster than you.
Yeah, you like that PB from last night, man?
Yeah, but I'm gonna beat it. I'm just saying. I'm gonna beat that
the
PB.
8-second PB. Yeah. That was a sick PB. Honestly, I really didn't think I was gonna PB. You were telling me I wasn't gonna even fucking PB because I didn't do left side.
I didn't realize there was time left. For some reason, I thought it was 30 seconds later than it actually
Dude, that was wild. I was like looking over at the view count thing, and it went up to like 36 people, and I was like, huh? Now I'm stressing because I have like less than a minute to finish these Bowser throws, and there's hella people here.
Because I know when I timed it while practicing, like the fastest I could get on the actual like parkour part of Bowser 3 was like 55 seconds, and then another like 52 or something for throws.
Right.
So I was like trying to do mental math. Like, could he do it faster?
Well, I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I balked your time by like, what was it, 5 seconds, 2 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an interesting like hypothetical. If you had to choose between working like at any game development, any like game dev studio, like any position, like lead programmer or something, or like would you choose that, or would you choose to have 5 to 10K viewers, basically, every stream?
It's a tough question. I would probably choose 5 to 10K viewers. I think that's a pretty selfish answer, but like I feel like anybody would choose that, right?
Well, I mean, Raglan kind of figured out the life hack: just work at Valve, get free money for no work.
I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that, but I think the the end goal with streaming, I think for me is like I want to be able to do this full time. I think it would be cool. Game programming and making games on the side is always going to be a thing that I can do, but you could also say that about streaming. Like I could always stream on the side. I feel like there's more like immediate potential for growth and shit with Twitch. Whereas, like a desk job is a desk job. You're going to sit there, you're going to try to do good enough work, and you're going to try to get promoted. I think they're both very similar in terms of just like evolution value. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I think that this more aligns with some shit that I wanted to do when I was a kid. Because I used to watch like Rooster Teeth all the time. I used to watch like Achievement Hunter religiously. And I was like, I want to do what they do. Like, I want to work at Achievement Hunter. And do what they do. And so I tried to make YouTube videos and shit in high school, and I tried to stream a bit, like when I was streaming DMC Devil May Cry and shit, like way back when. But I think it's for that reason that I would choose Twitch over like a programming job.
Also, it just seems more fun, more things to do, basically streaming.
Yeah.
More
It's very
distractions.
open-ended.
Let's see.
I hope that answers your question.
Okay, out of every single streamer that you watch, who do you think is going to be like, who do you think has like the most potential? Like, whether that be like through marketing potential or like just entertainment value. Who do you think is going to be like the biggest streamer that you know? Like, who has?
Who do I think is going to be the biggest?
Yeah. Who do you think is going to make it on Twitch? Basically.
Like in terms of people that I watch right now that aren't technically big?
Yeah, basically.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Tommy Quarantine, probably.
Like,
I like that guy.
Like everybody in like your community and stuff, like really good
Yeah,
choices there.
yeah, absolutely. I think that Tommy Quarantine is gonna be the big boy. I think he's gonna be like he's been killing it recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna be the person to watch out for. I watch like Simply all the time, so I'll watch streams that are very similar to Simply, and for that reason, I'll watch people like Kufufufu, like a lot. I definitely think he could also potentially hit it if he hits the right market of people. There's like 1,000,001 people. I could like look at my following list right now and probably just like rattle off a bunch of people that I think have the potential to like make it huge. But at the end of the day, I think it does come down to luck. You got to get that exposure somehow. Twitch has a very linear exposure, right? So like you got to use YouTube to its maximum.
Yeah, that's why
you can.
Sometimes streamers don't even have to be entertaining if they just know how to market their streams and know what to do. Basically, they could become big. Or like
exactly.
At least...
Like Squeaks could hit it. Like I feel like any day Squeaks could suddenly just be like a 300 viewer Andy. Widit is like the same way. There's a lot of people in and around the community that I've somehow like found myself in that I definitely think could be like that kind of person that would just suddenly blow up.
Also, thank you, Raglan, for the gifted sub to Sasha Gray. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, did you gift the sub to Sasha Gray?
It pumped up on screen and everything.
That's fucking hilarious.
Okay, let's see. Like, do you have any questions, Zach? Or are you dying?
No, I don't have a base for who these people are, so I.
Yeah, understandable, man.
Yeah.
Mostly these are just like people who I've met through like SM64 and shit. But that's understandable. There's like what is it? There's like 2 million people streaming on Twitch every day or some shit, or like is it higher than that?
Something like that.
I don't remember. I was reading about it, and apparently it's really easy to enter the top 1% of Twitch streamers if you have like what is it, like more than 15 average viewers and like more than 200 followers or something. It's crazy.
Let's go. We're top 1% right now at this moment. Let's go. Let's go.
Pog you, dude. We've
Okay.
made it.
Okay, let's see. Zach, any other questions about speedrunning / streaming / anything /
How long did it take to, I don't know, just get started with Mario 64? I guess like
I practiced 16 for like 2 weeks, and then I started. I did my first run, and my first one was like an hour and 30 minutes, and then I got up to like 23 pretty fast, I think.
Did you do an emulator, or did you just use a original console?
Yeah, I did an emulator. I think I want to buy an original console, but I haven't had the time or the desire to go out of my way to do it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool. But I've definitely I've seen a video simply said something along the lines of going from emulator to console is like playing two completely different games.
Sure.
At first,
the frame rates are probably different.
Yeah.
Stability.
You got to start learning like
lag reduction strats.
Lag reduction and shit. Yeah. So.
Like in the 16 star, I used to do the strats on the emulator, but then I just stopped doing them because it's just easier not to do them.
Right.
Like I used to just practice them in case I ever switched over to console, but I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely just like a cut your losses kind of thing. But I think that at some point, maybe soon, like in the next couple months, maybe I'll look into picking up a N64 and seeing what I can do with it.
Heck, maybe even a Wii virtual console thing could work. Well, like
I have an old Wii. I could probably go figure out how to homebrew it.
Don't mind me, just looking at my homebrewed Wii over there.
Yes, my portable Wii that I just soldered a motherboard to, and
well, no, all you need is a flash drive. That's all you need to homebrew it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's all you need. Flash drive.
That's pretty cool.
But you didn't hear it from me.
You're right.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Because I pretty much went through all my questions. At least the ones I have written down.
The questions I wrote down were just, basic programming stuff like that, and it didn't really branch out to anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But I thought it was pretty interesting.
Cool. I'm glad I could
talk about these things.
Yeah, I'm glad I could hopefully answer your questions, and I'm sure some people are who know what they're talking about as well are probably thinking that I'm pretty fucking weird. I definitely saw Maxru say, "Why am I giving the piece of advice that I gave?" And I don't really disagree with him, but it's a tough process, and people need to fucking figure it out if they want to be programmers. If you want to be a developer, if you want to be a designer, I have different advice, and it's mostly just like figure out Unity. It's like definitely your easiest path into making games.
Okay, here's a question. What are some games you have been thinking and have... I hate you, Reglin. You write them in the easiest way possible. I mean, like, the best way possible, but then I just mess it up.
Yeah,
okay.
Fuck you.
You write a good question. I mess it up. What are some games you have, like, looking down into... Okay, pipeline now.
Looking into later down the pipeline?
Yeah.
What are some games Dylan has been looking into for later down the pipeline?
I tried to paraphrase it, and then I...
No, I got you, man. Do you mean in terms of, like, playing them on stream, or do you mean, like, things that I want to make? I guess would be my clarification. Because if you're talking about things that I want to play on stream, I've been looking at 1,000 Year Door. I've been looking at more Zelda games. In terms of things that I want to make, I have no fucking clue, man. I'm just a programmer. I kind of do it on the whim.
He wants to reverse engineer 1,000 Year Door.
I'm gonna look at its assembly. I'm just gonna rewrite it from scratch.
Hey, can't copyright strike it if you just rebuild it and change it.
True, dude. I'll make all my own assets.
Let's
figure out how to
see.
make a task or some shit. I don't really know how tasks are done.
I mean, I think
Isn't it
it's
like isn't it just like frame and then like inputs?
Is that
and then
it? Do you
Yeah, I
have to do
think-
like
slideshow? Um,
do you have to do like hex or like assembly instructions for the inputs? I don't know. That's
I don't know. I'm
what I
asking
wanna
you.
know. I have no idea. I've never tasked anything. I wouldn't know. I would assume that it is frame by frame though.
Sure.
okay. Let's
Hard
see.
to make a Shindo task where you can fucking firsty wall jump off of every fucking wall in the game. So yeah, I would assume that it's frame by frame.
Like, I know me and Chef Zack had some ideas for the podcast that we didn't really follow through with. Like, we were going to do, like, we wanted to try to do a thing where, like, we teach Zack how to do, like, easy trick in SM64 and see how long it takes us to, for him to
I do
figure
have
it
an
out.
original console.
Like Canalys could probably be simple.
Canvas is
But-
basically just knowing the setup. Yeah, but we probably don't have time for that anyway.
Yeah.
And if we
yeah.
would have had set up before the stream. Let's see, we
Yeah.
had that trivia that we would go do, but that fell through.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Okay, let's see. Like, I know by the end of the Prezzo podcast, we were just basically just chatting. Like, we weren't even
Yeah.
asking questions.
I mean,
Let-
that's a good way to do it, man. You got if you got that rapport, if you got that like easy conversation going during a podcast, that's like not a terrible thing to have happen.
Let's see. I went through all my questions. What should we move on to the thing or?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, man. I'm down.
Okay. Anybody know any good DMCA free like announcement music? Like
Yeah.
anybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a hype playlist I can send you. It's got a whole lot of Kingdom Hearts on it though. I need to clear it out.
Drum. I mean, I don't know. Do they have a copyright on the drum roll? I mean,
Dude, who knows?
actually, I know it's just gonna be like. I darn it.
Dylan Tonn
I
gets
have.
fucked by DMCA.
I have the background removal thing from the video on, so I tried hitting my desk as a drum roll, but it won't pick up.
Dylan, you got music, bro?
I have that.
I think Zach is sending something.
Okay, cool. I've also got this. If this behooves you. I picked this specifically so that I could make things sound hype when I was announcing them at the beginning of streams.
Probably better.
I will
Let's
say
see.
it's a bunch of anime music though. You might have to double check the DMCA status on them though, because I haven't used it in a while.
Oh crap! These are all like DMCA'd. Or like,
Are they really?
yeah, I'm looking at the description of them.
What? No, they got DMCA's all of a sudden. Damn, you're right. I gotta go fix it. Oh, that sucks. That actually blows.
Here, let's just do this. Means
Oh my god, they are all suddenly DMCA'd. That really blows.
Where does it tell you?
If you click on the description and you show more and you scroll down, if it has a thing that says like, by this person, song is this, album is this, whatever, it's DMCA. It's DMCA-able.
Oh, okay.
Really blows.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I don't know. What's the
Sorry,
best
going through
Mario
the-
song for announcement? What did Aidlin
Um,
post?
He posted fucking his world, Sonic the Hedgehog. SM64 hype music. What if I look up that? Yeah, you could use, honestly, you could probably use SM64 title screen song. That would
Okay.
probably be good.
That'd be fitting, right?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think Spudboy has a good, Metal Mario? What does Metal Mario sound like again?
Oh, that would be it. That
It's
would
like
be
a
good.
super fast, like athletic theme.
Oh, this is actually a sick fucking song. Squash is a genius.
Good job. Okay. Do you want to announce it?
Yeah, sure, man. So
Okay.
Dylan, Tonn, and I.
Wait, 1 second. Let me set up the thing.
Dylan, I forget. Did we decide on a name?
No.
Did he lag out for you too, or is it just me?
What? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You guys are both there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Where did? Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'll link it to you.
Oh, are you linking me something? What's going on? Big announcement time, everybody. Big announcement. It is right now. The announcement is happening right now.
Okay, let's restart the song.
Ah, yeah, alright. Good. Do you want me to do it?
Yep, go.
Alright, everybody. So Dylan, Tonn, and I have put together the Novice 70-Star Relay Tournament. We've got 4 captains, myself, Dylan, Tonn, Tommy Quarantine, and Aussie Adam have all agreed to be captains for a 70-Star Relay Tournament. This is going to be a 4-team round-robin tournament with a loser's bracket. We've got a prize pot currently of like $125. Whoever's team makes it to the end is going to win the prize pool. We are going to open up a donation link for people to donate to help increase the pot if you want to. Oh shit, Tommy's here. Tommy, you want to jump in maybe? You can if you want. And yeah, it's gonna be lit. We're currently trying to get everybody that we need so that we can have even teams. We're gonna have 3 people per team plus an extra person to leak in the DMs so that we can have a backup. We're gonna have an invite link for people who want to participate going soon. If you want to participate in the 70-star race, in the 70-star relay race rather, we'll have you fill that out, and then we'll figure out if we're gonna end up inviting you. And yeah, it should be fun.
There we go. There's the big announcement.
I'm excited for it.
So you said we're going to do the link later, or do you want to do
the invite link?
Yeah, should we do it later, or should we?
I can set it up now. It's not really set up, but I'll set it up right now. I'll do it right now.
Well, here we can just do it after stream, basically. I think.
Okay.
Let's see. Pog.
I'm pogging, dude. I am very excited to do this. Like Aussie and Tommy, I'm excited to race with you guys. I'm excited to ask some cool people to be a part of it. I'm hoping that the prize pool will compensate people's times, or compensate people's time, increase people's interest. Hopefully, should be a good time, man.
We've been trying to plan this out for 6 months.
Do you want to go into detail more about it? Because I only knew about just that it was a relay race.
No, don't leak that one, Raglan. That one's like very copied off the Invitational by accident. You linked the one with the cat. Like I started making it and I didn't realize just how much it looked like the Invitational.
He sent that to me, and I was like, "Isn't that the same background that Gigi used?" And he was like, "Yeah, it is." Fuck. Here.
I was like, "This looks familiar." I can't put my finger on it though.
How do I get a response link?
I don't know.
I've actually got the thing right here.
I've never made a Google form before. But it is starting on January 11th, right?
We might have to push it back because I think we are a week behind just because of the holidays and shit.
So it might get pushed back a little bit.
We've got to make sure that we have everybody ready to go, and locked in so that we can start scheduling races. But yeah, pretty much we're just waiting on that, and then we'll be ready to go. How do I send a link for people to respond to this?
Isn't there like a thing in the top right and doesn't there say share button?
Make copy, get pre-filled link.
Like, and there should be an option that makes it so they can't edit the page. And before someone just edits everything.
I wonder, can one of you click this link and tell me if this works?
Sure.
Is that a real link?
No, it is not.
Fuck, man.
So it's a Google Drive link?
No,
Is
it
it
should
a
be
Google-
it should be a Google Forms. Fuck me, man. What is going on here?
Sorry, the file you have requested does not exist.
Fuck
Is
me,
it a
dude.
Is it a spreadsheet or is Google Forms?
It's a
something
Google
else?
form. It's a different thing. Fuck, dude. All I want to do is make this sendable. Make a copy, move to trash, get pre-filled link. What is that?
One of my friends just said he would pay $50 if I shaved my stash on stream. No.
Sounds good, dude. Share this
No.
link to include pre-filled responsive copy link. What is this link? Fuck. Oh shit, I think I did it. Here we go. Click that. Is that it?
No.
No?
Nope.
Fuck, somebody delete that. That works? Oh, somebody said that works.
I think it does work, yep.
Oh, I clicked the wrong fucking link. Yeah.
All right, so that's the sign up link. We're going to be posting that in a couple other places so that people can get in the fucking tournament. And I'm excited. That's the big announcement. Appreciate everybody for hyping that up for us. Thank
Hold
you
on.
for
Hold on, I'm about to go make it $300 real quick, baby. You don't get
Did I link my entire Google Drive?
No, it just sends the form and then you sign up.
Is Tommy fucking with me?
You know what? No, I ain't gonna shave the stash. I'm gonna keep it. Just
So to be clear, this is a this is a link for you to fill out if you want to be a part of it. But then after that, it's still gonna be like invite because we're only gonna only have like a limited amount of people.
Do you guys have
So
a Discord to post it or?
It'll be in my Discord. And Dylan Tonn, do you have a Discord?
yeah, I'll post in there.
Okay, it'll be in Dylan Tonn's Discord as well.
Don't think I'm leaking anything if I click that quick. Everyone. There we go. Go back to this page. There we go.
Cool. All right. That's I think that's the big fucking thing, yeah? That's it.
Yeah, that's the big
We've done
announcement.
it.
70 stars relay race. Kind of like 6 months in the working. This was
Yeah.
This is kind of supposed to be before the Invitational happened, but
Me and Dylan were talking about doing a tournament of some kind, like a tournament of some kind, and then Dylan was like, I wonder if I can like ask Clint if he could like help us out with some shit. And then like I think he messaged me back like 20 minutes later and was just like, oh, somebody just asked if Clint would race the winner of their tournament. And I was like, oh shit, I'll join that tournament. And here we are. Finally putting it out.
December 29th, 2020. It was supposed to be in August. It was September or something like that. Or like
It was, yeah, it was during the summer. We were originally going to do this over the summer.
No, I'm not shaving my face because I don't want to go down there, grab a razor. My mother's going to be like, oh, hey, why are you grabbing a razor? I'm going to be like, oh, a friend of mine has offered me $150 to shave my mustache.
All right, man. You guys got any more questions for me?
Let's
I think
see,
we got
Zach.
through. I got through all of mine.
I got through
Okay.
all mine.
Do you guys want to let chat ask more questions if they have
Sure.
more questions?
Sure, let's round this out to 2 hours. Let's take a couple questions.
Greenleaf Z asks, "Do you love us?"
I do love them. There are some people, they'll remain nameless, who I fucking despise, but I love you guys for the most part.
True.
Trey Jones asks, "You're such a bitch, Dylan." Hey, he was talking
Which
to
one?
me. He was
Whoa.
talking to me.
Whoa.
Nah, that's fine. Okay,
That
let's
was
see.
not very cash money.
Not very cash money of you, brother.
Squash Loaf wants you to fight him. Will you fight
Squash, I will
Loaf?
not fight you. I will crush you.
Let's see. Anything else?
I think we did answer a lot of questions earlier, so I'm not shocked. There's not a whole lot of questions right now. Ping pong battle? Holy shit. Wait, I'd ping pong battle somebody.
I like
Did we lose Dylan?
I like how
there we go.
Raglan has kind of been like the unofficial third host with all the questions he's been bringing.
That's true. He has been doing that. Well, all right.
Oh, 24-hour stream one.
Oh, dude. The 25-hour stream, I think, is what you mean. I still got to plan that out on a day that I won't die after I do it. I'll have a 25-hour stream soon. I promise. I do want to set it up, though, so that people who can prove that they were there for, like, more than 70% of it, or maybe just 70% and above, I want to, like, be able to send you guys a fucking postcard or some shit. Because I think that would be funny.
That'd be cool. I would just leave the stream open, go to sleep. Just if it's something to type in, just set like a thing that just sends a message every like 10 minutes, like I'm still here.
I could totally do that, dude.
Let's see. What else? Anything else? Anything else? So the 25-hour stream is going to be tomorrow?
No. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
Actually, right now, you're going to go live and still be live at this time tomorrow?
No. I can't.
He only
I
has
refuse.
to stream 23 hours then.
Yeah,
you can count this as part of your 25-hour. You've already been live 2 hours.
Oh shit! I've already been live for 2 hours. This counts.
Yeah,
okay.
It's only 23 more hours left.
Shit. Okay. All right. All right. You know what? Deal. Just kidding. I'm not doing that.
Oh, also Raglan has a 24-hour stream coming up on New Year's.
That's true. Make sure you guys tune into Raglan's 24-hour stream on New Year's Eve.
I'll be a guest there.
I believe I will also be guesting now.
Okay, let's see. Anything else we need to announce or featuring both Dylans? Yes.
There's nothing else I can think of that I need to announce. And I don't think I have anything to ask you guys. I think you guys actually answered a bunch of my questions too over the time.
Let's see. Good. And you have won the poll.
Oh shit, dude. Wait, what was the poll?
Who's the better Dylan? Congrats.
Oh, that's fucked up. Stop being rude to Dylan. Dylan's hosting the fucking podcast for us. You guys gotta chill out.
Well, I also voted for you, just so you know.
I wouldn't have voted for you if I knew. All right, you guys. Well, hey, I guess there's one more thing that I want to say. Everybody that's been watching me for like the last 9 months that I've been streaming, I appreciate it a lot. You guys have done something very cool for me that I didn't think was ever going to happen. So that's really fucking neat. And I don't want to accidentally bring on the end or anything, but Dylan and Zack, thank you for hosting today. I appreciate it a lot. This was really cool. I think this was like a really, really neat experience to go onto your guys' podcast and shoot the shit, talk about stuff.
Well, guys,
I appreciate it a lot.
Of course.
Well, guys, that's going to be the end of the podcast, episode 3 with guest ItsMeTheD. Appreciate you all for watching. Appreciate Dylan for coming on and talking for 2 hours. Remember?
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
70-star relay race, the novice 70-star relay something tournament, I think.
True. Like there's the sign up link. Pass it around if you guys know people who are good enough that you want to be in it.
That will be held somewhere in January. The 11th isn't like a set date. It's just that was what we were planning, but the podcast and stuff got delayed and everything.
That's true. Chef Zack with the classic raid messages kind of thing. Just spam the shit out of it. I like it. Oh,
Raglan has you beat a little bit, Chef Zack, with how many times you put it in there. Okay, let's see. Who should we host? Who should we raid?
Oh shit. Who should we raid? Who do I know that's live?
Also, this podcast might take a couple days to go up on YouTube just because I'm going to have to re-edit that and put the disclaimer in front. So that should be out in a couple of days. Let's see.
I'm looking for people who I know who are live.
Ozzy
I would say
literally
let's
just
raid.
Ozzy did just go live.
Oh, is he live? He's not showing up on my list for some
Yeah, he
reason.
literally just went live this second, I think.
Oh, let's raid Ozzy Adam.
Okay, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I don't know next time I'll be live. When's next time you'll be live, Dylan?
I'll be live tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We'll probably be doing Paper Mario and more programming shit. Maybe.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Go and give Ozzy Adam some pogs in the chat.
Some pogs in the chat?
Yeah.
Cause it's the Pogcast?
Yep.
Holy fuck,
That's
dude.
why.
I got it. I figured it out.
Thank you, Dylan, for being on the podcast. Appreciate it. See you guys later.
Thanks for having me.